Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People. If you can't tell from the background, I am in the car with Kimberly. I decided I'd like to make a video about what I was just sort of chatting with Kim about, which is...
I don't want to make that video.
No, isn't it?
I'm just kidding.
Are you? I mean, that is just normal Kim, right? If she's kidding, it's impossible for her to kid and have me catch that because that's how she normally is all the time.
I'm very sarcastic.
Anyway, we were just talking about
I
inside.
want you to change.
Why?
Because you look like you just woke up.
You see? Anyway, so what I want to talk about in this video is the way that we have to balance in life wanting the other person to be who they are and wanting the other person to be who we want them to be, right?
And we have to balance who the other person is and what we can't change about them because we want to change a lot of things about them.
Well, that's one way of putting it, but I mean, yeah, another way of putting it is, from the other angle, I guess, is...
My client made you a homemade muffin. There you go.
Thank you, Kim. Is that... So, like, one of the things that happens is Kim doesn't like a lot of stuff that I do. So, be it comedy, music...
He's lying.
Yelling at people...
He's lying.
What do you mean?
I don't hate most of the stuff you do.
Didn't I say you don't like a lot of stuff I do?
Yeah, you said I don't like a lot of stuff you do, and that's not true.
Okay.
Just because I do. You know.
Okay.
And I guess because you're my boyfriend and I hear it in the...
Can I get to my point, please, in this video?
Yeah.
Before I get tackled by the linebacker. Okay, so the point of it is that for me, obviously, I would love it if Kim loved everything I made. That'd be nice if she was a huge fan of my music or something. But that just isn't how it is. And I'm become over the past year plus very familiar with Kim's music and with her response to different kinds of my music, more importantly. So I get some sort of sense of where, like, it's a pretty precise way to tell taste. But then Kim kind of ascribes to the if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all philosophy, which means she doesn't say anything at all an awful lot. And I just have to just understand from facial expressions or FE displays and stuff like that what she actually thinks about it. So, at first, or not just at first, but throughout our time together, this has been a source of frustration for me because there was even a brief time when I would be in the garage working on stuff and Kim would come out and it was starting to get like when Candace and I were together where I'd be like I'd turn off music because I know that she would be mad at me. So, for working on it, which is weird. I can't even conceive of being mad at somebody for working on music. That's not the point. But that time period is done. But the thing is, I've had to be realistic, I guess, in general with Kim. I've had to be more realistic and more honest with myself with her than I've had to be with anybody in my life, which is to say, meanings matter very little to her. Like, experience matters a shit ton, and meaning matters very little. So, that means that while she can have some great ideas and some NI goals periodically, it's 8-slot NI. She's using it when the circumstances strongly call for it. is a good way to put your 8th slot. That means that you, in some sense, are going to be very effective. I'll empty this.
I thought it was your drink from this morning.
It was from yesterday. So one of the things about having NI is when the circumstances strongly call for something to require NI, she's going to use it very effectively. When she does use it, it's going to have a lot of impact. If it's, regardless, well, that's just how NI is. It's sort of all-in-one resolution. But regardless, the thing is, I use NI to make determinations about ideation. In other words, whether a given concept or thing I'm chasing is worth doing or not. And I come up with a lot of ideas that don't end up panning out at all. So I've got lots of false start songs that I've got shit tons of like beats and stuff that never went anywhere. They didn't come together. And
because it didn't come together, or because you didn't really focus on them like you focus on them now?
I mean, I focused on it's very recently I've had such beats that I've made some progress on, and then I just decide, you know what, this isn't coming together enough, and it doesn't feel like it's finding its NI, the NI landing ground that I'm looking for. And so then I just set it aside because it was just a false start. I have a lot of false starts, and that's okay. It's part of my process. But the thing is, right now I'm working on this song called Dancing Party Dance, in which it's not just a song, it's like the hokey pokey, right? It teaches you how to do a dance at the same time.
Dancing party dance.
Dancing party dance, yeah. And
you need to explain it.
Oh, I do need to explain.
Not when you say dancing party dance.
I don't think anybody, if I told a random group of people that I made a song called Dancing Party Dance, would they necessarily conclude that it teaches you how to do a dance?
Well, when you say do the chicken dance, which this is very similar to that.
It's not similar to the chicken dance.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Chicken dance.
Okay, so but there's none of that. It doesn't do, it's just because it's a dance to a song, is it also exactly the Macarena and the hokey pokey?
It's along those same lines.
Okay, so it's not like the chicken dance. It's like a song that has a dance to it.
That you'll play at weddings.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So what? I don't care. The point is, it's not the chicken dance or the hokey pokey or the Macarena.
Dancing party dance.
It's Dancing Party Dance. It's a different song, but it's the same. It's in that
genre.
Same.
Yes.
It's an example of that kind of song.
Right. And when I hear those songs come on at weddings, I'm like, all right, it's time to go. Let's get the hell out of here. Like when you're at a baby shower.
Okay, so she's not understanding the way that all the various complexities.
Games are coming out. Let's go. We're done.
She is not aware of all the way. Isn't this? Oh, this is Claremont, Ontario. My bad. I gotta go.
All the way
I saw the big sign, and I thought that's where you go.
Wait.
All right, yeah, my bad. Okay, so going back on the freeway. Fortunately, we got a green light here. Just go right back on the freeway.
Okay, good boy.
Alright, so anyway, she doesn't understand in abstract the complexities of context and various factors play into how something like this is going to play. The thing is, the song, I like the song fine, but it's a conceptual thing where it won't be manifest until I do the video with it, because I'm going to do the dance in the video, right? Now, I'm not denying that this is a hard concept, perhaps, to sell verbally, whatever. But I've had to learn to completely ignore any input Kim has about certain kinds of things and at certain stages of things. Now, if you are not supremely comfortable and confident as a creator, this is something of an assault on your person, what she's doing, right? It's like, You shouldn't discourage other
I
people.
can't help it.
You shouldn't discourage other people in pursuing ideas about which they feel passionate. And most people will be discouraged. What?
A new crack. Anyway.
Squirrel. So the point is, if you are somebody out there who wants to discourage others in creating things, don't do it. Kimberly is fortunate in that I am beyond that now. So this is the whole fucking point of the video. I'm finally getting to it. So the point is, I am able to be a little frustrated by it. I'm able to not pay attention to her and not be discouraged by her. And I'm increasingly, hopefully, able to not be like, hey, I'm offended, I got hurt feelings or something. I do naturally get a little bit of that, but when it's early in the or mid-process like this, I know that her opinion about the vision is absolutely meaningless.
Okay, but so what I'm trying to say is, I lost it. It was a good
Comeback?
No, not a comeback. Oh, this is how I have to explain it. Okay, I feel horrible about this, but have you seen those people who, if they're with somebody that gets hurt or falls or does something, that they laugh their ass off? Like, I feel bad that I'm laughing, but sometimes if somebody eats it, it's hard for me not to laugh. I mean, I'm concerned, but I can't get over the funny aspect of it. It's kind of the same thing, and it's not on purpose. Even my grandma, if she took a head dive, I would probably
Are you
laugh?
Are you trying to double down on the insults here?
No, I'm just saying that it's one of those things that...
So you compare my making music to injuring myself, and you're disgusted at my making music.
No, it's
you're
not
laughing at my injuring myself.
No, it's not disgust. It's just it's probably discomfort.
No, I know exactly what it is. It's It's FE wrongness, basically.
Okay.
Because you're you think this is going to make other people cringe, right? And therefore you're cringing in anticipation of their cringing. You're not even
my own too.
No, but Kim,
you're
listen.
discounting my own opinion.
But hey, listen. Let me make this clear. If we were in a room full of people and everyone was like, "Oh my God, that's absolutely genius,"
I would be like, "Oh my God, these people are on mushrooms." I already told you that.
Okay, Kim, listen. You are determined to tell me that something. First of all, I was just saying hypothetically, if something I produced was in a room with full of people and they were all going, "Oh my God, this is genius," something I produced, okay? What would you say?
I would say then they've got to be on mushrooms.
So nothing I produced is genius at all, or even close to it.
No, I'm not.
Nothing I've never done.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this particular song.
But listen, so what I just said was, though, we were in a room together with people, and everyone else was like genius about something I made.
No, I'm not. Oh, no.
You would no longer then have that happy response because you don't actually cringe on your own directly at the thing. You're cringing in anticipation of other people cringing because you don't have good judgment about whether or not it's good.
You're right.
At an early
You've got me pinned.
At an early stage of development, Kim, you have no idea about how to understand how it's going to come together or anything. It's, I mean, Jesus Christ. Dude, I can't believe you're being so difficult. Why? Why are you being so difficult and insulting?
I don't mean to be insulting. I just don't like the song.
That's fine, Kim. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I understand that you aren't a good judge of these sort of things.
Probably not. You're right. Because my music tastes are...
terrible sometimes and good sometimes.
Mostly terrible. And that's fine.
Kim, that's not true.
No, I'm not basing it just on your opinion. I'm basing it on everybody else's opinion of my music taste.
But see, that's not how you determine that. That's fucking FE, not NI.
God.
Well, that's what I'm trying to explain, and you don't listen to me ever.
Jesus.
Why do you not ever listen to me?
I don't know. Do you need to go poop or something?
No, Kim, you apparently do.
No, I pooped.
Oh my God. Can we go back to the topic, please?
Yes.
Now, listen to what I'm saying, okay? Try to listen to my words. What I am saying is I can't trust your taste about visions or how things are going to play out despite your 8th slot in I.
Totally agree.
And now I might be able to trust your experience about certain things. So for example, when you said, I don't like the way those vocals, that part of the vocal sounds right there in another song I was working on, that's an experiential reaction. Whereas your reaction to the idea is Ontario.
Oh, is it on Archibald?
I don't know. Do you?
No, you're supposed to take the 15 and get off at Aruba or something.
Okay. Fine. Do you see how frustrating it can be to try to communicate? Because all I'm saying is that
Yes.
while you may have good, I can trust your SI and FE to disregard meanings that might mislead you from your experience. If you have a negative experience with something, but it's direct, like I don't like the way that part of the vocal sounds, or it sounds screechy or something like that, I can tell that that's a naturally occurring phenomenon. And when you are saying, I don't like this idea, I know I shouldn't pay any attention to you.
Right, I agree.
Because you're almost always wrong.
Probably.
I mean, I had lots of experience for the whole course of a year. For a while, you were getting angry at me for even creating music. That's how wrong you were.
I am pretty wrong.
See what she fucking does? See this shit?